All right, okay, my mic is working. We don't have to do that. Hi, I'm Adam. I'm 12 years old, and I'm here to break down barriers and make a change. Clicker? There we go. Yes, that's me at age 8, applying for a job at Hypixel, one of the dominant servers in Minecraft. I remember I took this super seriously and spent hours typing out a 3-page document on why I would be a good fit for the job. Well, we all know how that story ended. My application was immediately rejected as I didn't meet the minimum age barrier of 16. That was the moment when something changed in me. That was the moment that I knew that given a chance, I could do it. That is the moment when my mantra, ability not age, was born. So, fast forward to the present day. Okay, wrong way. There we go, okay. So, I started attending university a few months ago alongside years 8 and 11 at school, making me the youngest freshman in the UAE. I also started attending year 10 classes in year 4, and that typically tends to make me quite easy to spot, so see if you can spot me. I'm also one of the youngest TEDx speakers in the world, having done my talk at age 8, fittingly titled, Never Underestimate an 8-year-old. And then I went on to become a public speaker about educational reform and spoke at many conferences. I have also completed 3 Human Accelerator programs, including TKS. I've been featured in a best-selling book, as well as being voted onto the Future 25 Under 25 list of global changemakers. There we go. So, I've broken down a lot of age barriers throughout my journey, and I'm just getting started. So, what changed in the last 4 years? I didn't give up, and I was given a chance. That's what changed. At every step of the way in my journey, there was a roadblock. And I'm not going to lie, it took a lot of resilience to get over all of them. However, in the end, it came down to one person. One person who was curious enough to give me a chance to prove myself. And I rose to that opportunity every single time, and it changed my trajectory. My school head allowing me to trial a year 10 class at year 3. A public speaking teacher allowing me to attend her class at age 7. The TEDx curator allowing me up on stage at age 8. Nadeem allowing me to apply for TKS at age 10. All the way up to meeting the former Minister of Education at a talk in Expo, and him personally giving me the chance to apply for university. You see, my journey has pretty much been the butterfly effect in real life. But in order to get all of these opportunities and make the most of them, I needed to have the right mindset. I needed to be curious, resilient, open to failure, give things a try, and honestly just take risks. I also needed to have enabling parents who thought big, beyond the conventional, who always advocated for me and had my back no matter what. I could not have done it without you guys. But goodness, my journey has been an uphill battle, and it continues to be challenging. And I was one of the lucky ones who fought hard and gained a support network along the way. But think of all the capable kids who weren't so lucky. Those who quit because they were told that they were too young, or that it was too hard for them, or that they just didn't know what was possible. Think of all the lost human potential. See, my journey has also led me to discover many arbitrary barriers, and there are 3 of them that I would like to share with you today. The first of which being the access barrier. Who decides what subject is too hard for kids of a certain age? I started working on a prototype to extract ice from underneath the surface of Mars and purify it into drinking water to help make humans an interplanetary species at age 9. I worked on a brain computer interface hackathon with TKS at age 10, attempting to use binaural beats to help increase kids' focus in class. And sure, I might be a few younger than everyone else. However, I still see loads of capable kids doing the same thing as this, when coached correctly. Just take a look at TKS. So, the next one is the genius barrier. Now, this one is also very personal to me. See, genius is one of the labels that I'm immediately given when people hear about my journey, alongside maybe prodigy, or one newspaper even called me Wonder Kid. And while the intentions may seem good at first, being labeled as it really isn't, for 2 main reasons. Number 1, it gives people an excuse to exclude themselves and not to try because, well, this doesn't apply to them. They also think that everything comes easy to me and that it's too hard for them because I'm a genius. But I wasn't born knowing any of the things that I know now. I honestly had to put in a lot of work and effort to get where I am today. So, it puts a lot of pressure and expectations on me mentally. So, to always be smart, to say smart things, and to not make a mistake. However, it can be quite tough on me, especially since that I just came into this wanting to follow my curiosity, follow my passions, be open to failure, and honestly just give things a try. And I always remind myself of some great advice that I was given. Make your mind a nice place to be, because that's where you'll spend most of your time. And finally, the perception barrier. Technology? Give it a moment, it should be buffering. There we go. So, the perception barrier. Since when were kids following their curiosity and learning about the stuff that they're passionate about considered too much work and, not part of a fun childhood? Who said that the stuff that I'm learning about isn't fun for me? Disclaimer, I don't mean memorizing for exams. I have loads to say about how the education system needs to evolve to help kids thrive and not just survive. But let's put that aside for now. That's for another day. But if I'm learning about something that I'm really passionate about, which at the moment, public transit systems, heck yeah, I'm spending all night, looking up at stuff if I have the correct resources. Side note, any transit fans in the room? Any of you? Come find me afterwards, let's chat. So, now I move on to my ask of you all. We need to create an ecosystem that enables kids from a younger age. Sure, not everyone's the same, but if they want to follow a different path or just their passion, let's collectively come together and make sure that happens at their own pace. So how can everyone help? For individuals and companies, let's have more mentorships, more internships for younger kids, please. For governments, help enable kids who want to follow an unconventional or accelerated path. For schools, make the learning more personalized, more project-based, and more focused in the real world. And let's throw some future-forward subjects in the mix too. And finally, for parents, mindsets matter, both yours and your kids. Be enablers, support their curiosity, and don't limit their abilities. But most importantly, do not be limited by their age. Thank you very much for having me today.